welcome to Star Citizen. So I thought it might be a good idea to kit my Corsair out with the Gatling ballistic weapons, just to see how much damage they really can cause. And I took the worst kind of Gatling possible, just to see how good or bad it is. The light fighters will be burnt down in a second. Perhaps the biggest problem here was actually trying to hit the targets, keep my sight on them, because they are so much more maneuverable than I was. Eventually, if I did manage to get some shots in, it took me roughly half a second of steady burst to bring down these light fighters. They don't really have that much health, usually it's only 1 or 2 shields, and since it's size 1s, there really isn't anything too strong about them. Now we also need to count here that 4 of these weapons are in a gimbal, so those get the benefit of being assisted, while the 2 are not, and we are really not able to focus them on these light fighters. But still, that's 4 whole size 4 weapons that are gonna burn down light fighters. Now let's jump to a bit bigger targets. I usually ain't this kind of guy, but hey, I noticed something beautiful here that might be a challenge, so why not go for it? Plus, I probably do get quite a bit of benefit from firing the ballistics that I cannot really focus on my targets with my aim assist. So, laying into this big bad ship, which actually has a ton of health, it is quite clear that I can't really break it. The limited amount of ammo for these Gatlings is stupid. The Revenant Gatlings just cannot burn it down. They are so limited in their ammo. There are other better ones like the AD4B, which do have quite a bit more ammo and may be useful for that. But I just picked the first at hand, which happened to be one of the worst. So the worst Gatlings, or even the size 4, is quite underwhelming against the big boys. You can hurt it, but you cannot really destroy it. So the big problem still with the Gatlings remains. If you have something big that is meant to counter big ships, and you put these Gatlings on, you are not really capable of, knocking these big ships out. Well, I guess ramming can help you in a bit, but truly, it is not that simple. The underwhelming amount of ammo that these Gatlings have for size 4 is just hurting me. It's hurting me because I would love to use these Gatlings. I would love it if there was twice the ammo. At least. 3 times, that would be perfect. You could actually melt something or several targets. I was really expecting this to be overwhelming, the big ships that I could go after with this Corsair. Instead, I was disappointed, it being just built up exactly the same way as the light Gatling machine guns on your smaller ships. I know there is a damage change coming to the ballistic weapons, but I don't think this is the damage issue. This is the ammo issue. It just doesn't have enough ammo to make it feasible. Because if you are using Gatling, you expect to be shooting for a long period of time. And that's what actually is the difference with some of the other ballistic or weapons that have limited amount of ammo, that you do punch hard, but you do not fire as fast. I know there are some good ballistic weapons, some good Gatling weapons, but the Revenant is just one of those that utterly disappoints. Even with 6 size 4s, I am just utterly disappointed with this Gatling machine gun. I was at least expecting to bring down a single big ship with the ammo I was given, but that just wasn't enough. The big Gatlings are better, but the Revenant, it is a size 4 Gatling machine gun, and it's basically like a size 1 has been taken and, let's just make it slightly better. Let's not increase its ammo and leave it. That's what I really don't like about this Gatling. Other than that, I would love it if they would rework this weapon and actually make this thing feasible. Because I was truly expecting to bring down something big, at least with the full load I laid into them. But that didn't happen. Anyway, thanks for watching.